Hey you guys, I'm here back with a new tutorial. This is more like a get ready with me. I'm excited to try new products, mess around with new items, and I got new palettes and a new brush, and I'm excited to try it. Before we get into any of this stuff, what I want you guys to do is make sure you hit that bell icon that's right here. That will notify you every time I upload a video, that's including anime music videos and makeup tutorials and other things that I do on this channel. I also want you guys to know that my channel is not just one base iconic thing. I just do not do anime music videos. I just do not do makeup tutorials. I just do not do music limited edition doll unboxings or reviews or anything. This is a YouTube channel that does everything that I like to do for fun. I love to do makeup for fun. I love to do everything for fun, and I'm just letting you guys know this is not just one thing. So when people ask me, where's an anime music video at? Where's a makeup tutorial at? I can't do everything at once. I do have a job out of YouTube. I try to upload a video with you guys and keep you updated constantly, but it is hard with other stuff, and I appreciate that you guys are here with me, and I'm excited that you guys are going to get ready with me because I'm about to go see Michael Myers. But what I also want you guys to do, since you're already in my channel, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is totally free. And also I want you to do is just, have fun and, comment, subscribe, like my videos. And before we get into anything, roll that clip, guys.
We didn't do it for the fame or the glory, but we went down in history. Yeah, we were legends, loving you, baby, it was heaven.
Alright guys, so I'm going to show you guys in a while. I have not did my foundation on camera. I am going to do it on camera this time. What I'm going to go in with this Marc Jacobs primer. I got this at Sephora and this was about $43. I'll leave a link in the description below where you guys can pick this up. I do love this. I also love the Too Faced primer one that has coconut infused water in it. I think they're amazing. If you want something that's cheap and affordable, I would go with Too Faced. If you want something more luxurious, I would go with Marc Jacobs. They're about almost the same thing. They do have hydration infused coconut water stuff in it. So let's prime my face. I like to do 2 pumps. Alright guys, simple and easy as that. What I like to do next is I love to try out this new brush that I got from IT Cosmetics. It is their limited edition brush, and this is called the Love Beauty Fully, and they do this every year for the breast cancer awareness in October, and they are limited edition. They did have one last year. You guys can check it out. So this is what it looks like. It does have a heart dome on it, which I think is so cute, and I really like it. So it's really new. They are only at Ulta only, so you have to get them at Ulta. I will leave a link in the description where you can buy these. And here's what the brush looks like. It has little hearts in it, which I think is really cute. They should have released this for Valentine's Day instead, but hey, So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab my favorite foundation. This is by Fenty Beauty, and none of these products are they told me to do them. Then nobody told me to pay these. I'm doing it for fun because I love makeup. So I'm going to squirt 2 right here, and I'm just going to try this brush for the first time. Stick it right in there, and it did pick up the product wonderfully, and I do like that. So let's stiffle it on there. It says to swirl in there, but I'm not really a swirling person. I'm going to add a few more pumps, 2 more pumps on this side. I do love a full coverage face. This brush works really good. So the corners of this brush, you can really get into that nose, which I think is really hard to do. But I pretty much have a big nose, so I'm fine. Not everybody is the same as me. So what I can say about this brush, and then from the Morphe brushes that I use, these are a little bit more easier in control than it is with this one. My hand kind of hurts using this brush because it is heavy than these ones. It is a little bit more harder to swirl in there with the skin than it is with a Morphe brush. I did not finish my whole face. I didn't even cover my nose with foundation because usually brushes like this are very, very hard to do the nose and you just get scratches everywhere. So what I like to do is I'm going to grab my beauty sponge really quick. It is the limited edition beauty sponge. I'm not really wetting it that much because I use it pretty much just for my nose. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit of my Fenty foundation on there. Just a tiny, tiny tad bit. And I'm just going to blend it into my nose. And that's how that looks with my foundation. What I like to do next is I'm going to grab that same brush by the It Cosmetics and just tap it in there. And no, none of these products that I'm using are sponsored by any of these. I'm not on anybody's PR list. I bought all the stuff with my own money. And I'm just going to tap more into here, more into the nose. And that's pretty much how I do my foundation. So let's get next into the eyes. Okay guys, so I'm back here with my 24-hour Too Faced Shadow Insurance. This is my favorite eye primer, and I do have to go pick me up another one. So what I'm going to do is just squirt a tiny bit on there for both of them, like a pea size. And I'm going to grab one of my Morphe brushes with the flat top tip, and I'm just going to tap it motionally in there, spread it around, give it some heat and some love. And I'm just going to grab my handy mirror and I'm going to prime my eyes. And what primer does is, a lot of people don't know that primer helps you keep your eyeshadow in from creasing over the day and just looking a hot mess and melting. And I like to layer it really thick because my eyelids are sweaty and they are oily, so it is kind of hard to put eyeshadow on throughout the rest of the day without looking like a hot mess, like you've just been sucking for hours. So I'm just gonna rub some on that other eye. Alright, so now that I got that down, I'm going to go in with my first palette. I did buy this at Ulta's, and they are discontinued the Naked One palette, and it is very, very beautiful. It is an everyday look palette. You can wear this every single day with all these beautiful shades of browns and purples and a little bit of hints of red. The Naked One is discontinued. I'm so happy to have it in my collection. This is the third Urban Decay palette that I own. You guys can check out my other reviews for my other ones in the description below. It does have that kind of like satin feel, really, really nice. It feels like the Anastasia palettes. I really like it. It does have a little tiny mirror, which is gorgeous, and it says Naked on it, and the colors are Virgin. I actually read them to you in point. This is Virgin, this is Sin, this is Naked, which is the star of the show, this is Sidecar, we have here is Buck, this is Half Baked, Smog, we have Dark Horse, we have Toasted, this is really, really nice rose pink color, we have Hustle and Flow, we have Creep, and we have Gunmetal, which is really, really nice smoky gray. And I'm going to test that palette out, and I'm also going to mix it in with the ColourPop eyeshadow palette that I have a review on this. You guys can check it out as well. And let's get started with the Naked palette. So I'm going to go in and let me grab a brush. Alright guys, so I'm going in with my brush. This is the It Cosmetic brush, a double-ended brush. I bought this a long time ago. You can tell it's kind of beat up. It's really sad. And I'm going to go in with Virgin, which is this very first color, and I'm going in with the all over side. There's an all over side and a crease side, which doesn't matter because they both look the same. So I'm going to go in with the all over side, and I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to dig pretty hard, and I do get some fallout, and I'm going to set that down right here on my little desk, and I'm going to go in with my first eye with Virgin. Alright, so I'm going to go in the other side with Virgin. Now I'm just putting it all over the eyelid. The eyes are the nipples of the face, so I'm just going to put this all over the eyelid and give it some color. So I'm going to actually grab the other palette that I'm going to be using, and it is the Disney designer collection, and I think it's a wonderful palette. You guys should pick it up. It is still available. There is no mirror. I'm going to go in with that shade Chip, and it is almost the same as Virgin, so I'm just going to tap in there and swirl. Give it a little tap, and I'm going to go and repeat with Chip and just make it a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to grab some more of Chip, and I'm going to tap. Alright, so I'm going to grab another brush, and I'm going in with my Morphe M513, and it is a little bit dirty, but I like my brushes because I know they do get used and they are loved. And I'm going to go in with Naked, and it is this color right here. The name of the palette is Naked. Pretty brown color. So I'm going to just put my swatch in there, and it does give me some fallout. And I'm just going to tap it, and I'm going to smug it out right here in the corner, and just give me like that motion back and forth, window shield, like cleaning my windows. So I'm going to grab some more of Naked, tap, and I'm going to repeat it because I do love to give it like a darker effect. I'm just going to point my lids, just go in here, back and forth, get a little bit more of Naked. So this is my third time going in with Naked. As you can see, there is a difference. So I'm just going to keep going back and forth. And I'm going to repeat the same thing with the same brush on the other side. So I'm going to grab some of Naked, tap it, and I'm just going to repeat the same thing. Go back and forth, back and forth. Grab some more. And one more time with that Naked. Alright guys, so you guys can stop at here if you want to. It's just a regular look, but I like to dramatic it up a little bit, so I'm going to grab another brush really quick. Okay, but guys, I'm back here with a regular Morphe brush and the Naked palette by Urbon Decay, and I'm going to go in with Buck, and it is this pretty shade right here. So I'm going to dig right in there. I'm going to press in a little bit hard, as you guys can see that I'm kind of scraping it in there to get some color. It's not that the shades are bad, I just want to make sure that I get a really nice result on my brush. So I'm just going to grab my mirror, and I'm just going to shade in more of my outer lid and a little bit more in, and we're kind of making like a brown smoky effect. And I'm only going to do this one time. I'm not going to do it multiple times like I was doing the other shade. So I'm going to get some more of Bulk, and I'm going to tap that out. I really like how these came out. Let me put a little bit more of Bulk on the left eye. Really dark smoky effect. I really like how this came out. It's pretty. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab another brush. So I'm going in with my Morphe brush R39 and the Disney Princess palette, and I'm going in here and this is by ColourPop. And I'm going in with the shade Beast, and it is right here. Pretty shimmery purpley gold right here. Well, it has like gold flakes in it, and it is purple, so it's really pretty. And I wouldn't think of Beast to be a color like that. So I'm just going to tap it in there. It is a beautiful color, and I just love it. I wish I had like a big pan of it, and just to have more. So I'm going to repeat pretty much what I was doing, but I'm just going to go on the sides. Just really stamp it in there. My brush is a little bit wet because I was cleaning it. And I just want to feather it out. So I'm going to do it again because I didn't really get that much. There you go, as you guys can see. Just feathering it out. Very gorgeous. As you guys can see, there's a difference. So I'm going to grab some more of Beast, and I'm going to do it to the same side. Pretty much just stamp and feather out. I'm going to grab a little bit more of Beast. Very gorgeous. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab another brush. So I'm going in with my Morphe brush M573, and I'm going in with Send Back to the Naked palette by Urbon Decay, and I'm going to dig in here beautifully and just really tap it in there. You guys can scrape it if you want to. It's your palette. Do whatever you want. Makeup does not have a chore. It does not have a gender. It is for everybody. So I'm going to tap it right here, and I'm going to put it right on the center on top of my lid, just to give it more of that beautiful smoky effect, and just blend it in with the other two colors. And I love how this came out, so I'm going to repeat that to the other side, as you guys can see. Beautiful. So I really like how that is. What I'm going to grab next is I'm going to grab a smaller brush. Alright guys, so I'm back here with the Urbon Decay brush that comes with the palette. So if you guys ever buy an Urbon Decay palette, a naked palette, it comes with a brush just like the Anastasia palettes. But this one I think is a slight bigger, so I'm going to use this in, and it is very very gorgeous. And I'm going to go in with that shade Buck that was by the Urbon Decay palette. So I'm just going to grab it in there, swirl in there, and I'm just going to blend it in on the bottom of my waterline. And I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to keep the same brush, but I'm going to grab another palette. So I'm back here with the Disney Designer palette from ColourPop, and it is beautiful, gorgeous. And I'm going to go in with that color that I've been using, Beast, and I'm just going to use the same brush and tap it in there gently. I do get some fallout. This shade does have glitter in it. Not really a glitter fan, but I like how it looks. And I'm just going to go in the waterline where I put that brown at. I'm going to grab a little bit more. Gorgeous. So I like how this came out. It's like a really dark smoky effect, because I am going to go see a scary movie. So what I'm going to do next is I want to put some highlight in the center of my eye. So I'm going to grab another brush. Okay guys, so I'm back with my Morphe brush. It is a tiny little pointer brush. And this is the same ColourPop palette that I've been using. And I'm going in with the shade Prince Charming, which is right here. Sorry for outside, there's a motorcycle guy who's going to make me fucking throw a brick at him because he's been driving around circles like crazy. So I'm going to put some white right here, just to give it some dimension. And I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other eye. Alright, so my eyes are pretty much complete. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows. Okay guys, so I'm back here with my Anastasia brown pot, and it is in the shade medium brown, and I do use a Morphe brush. It's just a typical Morphe brush that has like 2 pointed sides. I have not washed this in a very long time. It is so stiff. Yeah, I do want to get to cleaning it one day, but I just haven't. And this is the Morphe M421, as you can see right here. I don't know what collection I got this from, but you guys can pick that up on the website, M421. And I use this for sculpting my eyebrows, and I think it's just so much easier than a regular eyebrow brush. And what I like to do is I like to, like I said, I'm gonna throw a fucking brick at that damn motorcycle. He's just driving around in circles. Oh my god. So I'm going to dip this in here, and I like to heat it up a little bit and just go side to side, motion to motion. And I like to get the corners, and I just like to heat it up on my hand. So what I'm going to do is just heat it up, which that's what you have to do with a Anastasia eyebrow liquid. So you have to heat it up. And what I'm going to do is just trace in my eyebrows. And that is pretty much all I do. I don't do anything else because it looks fine to me. Everybody does their eyebrows differently. I just do one step, and that's pretty much it, because my eyebrows are shaped permanently. So not permanently, they do grow out thick. It takes a while though to grow out thick. So I'm going to do the same thing and repeat it on the other eye. And I just like to tap it in with my finger just to get the hairs blending in with the color. And that's pretty much it for my eyes. It doesn't take me that long to do my eyes, which I think is pretty amazing. I'm really fast at it. I see my sister doing it so many times, and she does it thick. She does it really thick. I think that's the kids like these days. Not me. My eyebrows are thick already, so I don't need to make them any thicker. But I am taking a makeup wipe, and I am cleaning it off at least a little bit, because this thing is so dirty. And I'm going to do the same thing with my hand, because I do have foundation on it. Okay guys, so I'm doing some bronzer, and it does have a mirror. As you guys can see, there is a difference in these. I love the Too Faced bronzers, so what I do is just I'm going to mix both of them. So I'm going to just swirl in there and shake it off, and then swirl in this tiny one. And I'm just going to grab a mirror, and I'm just going to bronze my face. So I'm going to grab some more of that bronzer from each palette. And I like to swirl it in here pretty deep, because it is a light shade and I am very tan. So I'm just going to rub it on my forehead, because I do have a big forehead. I'm just going to grab a little bit more and just do some on my nose. And I don't really sculpt out my nose too much. I kind of like my big fat nose. So yeah. But what I like to grab next is, this is my all-time favorite, and it is the Kat Von D Center Plus shade, and I just adore this thing so much. I love it, and you can tell that I use it so much. I'm going through Pan Out the Banana, and I'm sad because I wish there was a product that had the big one. I know there is, but I don't know which one. If you guys know any brand, it does not matter, and it works the same as this Kat Von D that has this banana shade, let me know in the description below, because I really want that banana shade, and I use it so much. And I'm going to go in it with this Morphe brush. This is by the Gold Collection, and this one is the Y11, and it is a pretty brush, and I got this at the Laura Lee set, but Laura Lee's career went down the toilet for what she said, so I'm gonna just tap it on the bottom. Alright guys, so I did that, and I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and this one is Lucid, and it is a shade right here. I'm just going to dig in there. I like to scrape in there. So yeah, get me some color, baby, give me some color. So what I like to do is I like to carve it in my face. Carve it in there. Let's get some of these out of the way. And I am going to grab a little bit of this darker bronzer or contouring and go over my bronzer with it, just to give me like a heavier look. And I like to sculpt out the sides of my cheeks to make me look like I have a thinner face. So you don't need no plastic surgery, honey. You can just carve out your face and it looks like it gave you plastic surgery. So let me fix my lighting really quick. Alright guys, so I'm back here. I just adjust my lighting for a little bit because it was bugging the hell out of me. Let me take that on. So I'm going to grab some of this lighter shade that's right here, and I like to scar down on the bottom. So it's like 3 layers pretty much. I know, I like to cake it on. I put on a lot of makeup. It's insane. And I like to do the same thing with my nose. Just thin it out, and a little bit on my forehead goes a long way to like around my eyebrows a little bit. And what I like to do next is I'm going to grab another brush. I'm going to grab my limited edition Princess Jasmine brush by Lexi. It is beautiful. It is limited edition. It is about $40. I got this at Box Lunch, and you guys can still get it. They are still available, and so is an eye kit that I do want to get soon. It is very, very beautiful. I don't think I've ever showed this brush. It's gorgeous. It has a lotus on the bottom. And what I like to do with this brush, because this is my favorite brush, I just like to blend everything in with it. And now that everything is blended in, what I'm going to do is grab me another brush. So I'm back here with the Morphe R14. This is from the Rose Gold collection, and I use this specifically for blush. I was not using this for blush. I was using a different brush for blush, but I kind of like this now that my face is getting a little bit thinner. This is the Tarte Beauty, or not Beauty, this is Tarte Party that you get for free from Sephora, and I definitely need to get a big pan of this because I just like how it's really, really natural and it's not too heavy, and I really, really like it on my skin tone. A lot of people might not like this this blush, but I love it, and I just swirl. I just do like the simple 80s swirl. I don't do like the really insane makeup, but I just like to just swirl it in there. Just swirl, swirl, swirl. And I like to get a little bit sometimes on my nose. And sometimes on my upper lip, like you're doing a highlighter. Because it just gives me like that flush of like cheek. Let's get back into the eyes. So I'm back here and I picked this double pack at Ulta's. They only sell the double packs at Ulta's only. And they are cheaper than buying both of them individually, because I did buy both of them individually yesterday and they were so expensive. Now that I picked it up, this is so much cheaper. I saved $11 from not buying them individually. I would get this while you can, because you get a full-size mascara and you get a full-size wand or sketch marker that they call it. I've never tried the Too Faced sketch marker, so I am excited. Let me take both of them out. And here's what the back looks like. It's gold and it says Too Faced Sexy Lash in Lengths. And that's pretty, I guess. So here's what the sketch marker looks like. It actually looks like a fucking real sketch marker. It has a little heart on it. And it has a quote. It says sketch marker. You are so two-faced. Wow, I should have just said you're just a two-faced bitch or something like that. And I love this mascara. This is my favorite, all-time favorite mascara is Better Than Sex. This is literally my 6th tube of like Better Than Sex because I like it that much. It's like my #1 favorite. So I'm going to show you some samples of what this can do. I mean, you can go light on it. It's just like touching it on paper, and then you can go thick. So it's your choice. It is really, really dark, as you can see. It dries really fast, but I don't think I would do my eyeliner that thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shake it up a little bit, and I'm going to take off the top. And I feel like I wasted like $13 doing that. Going to grab my mirror, and I'm just going to fast forward this part. Okay, before I continue on, I can say that this is kind of hard to use. I don't know how it dries, but let's keep continuing and see where we go with this. Okay, so here's my first wing. Let me grab another product really quick. Okay guys, so this is a Too Faced Candy Johnson limited edition liquid eyeliner, which I love and adore. And this is a sketch marker one, and I can say that these two are the same formula. I use this a lot where I'm pretty much dead with it, and I'm still like scraping in there because I don't know if they still sell this or not on their website. I have not shopped on their website. What I can say about this marker is, I'm gonna be real with y'all, is I don't like it, but I will give it a chance to see how it performs out through the day. What the meaning is I don't like it is like it is hard to, like, when you're wearing like sticky eyeshadows, you gotta kind of like go over it because it's hard to perform on like glitter eyeshadows, but then it is mattes. It was just going on like butter. So far I gotta give it like a 3 out of 5. It's not the worst thing in the world. I've tried worse. I'm gonna give y'all guys 100% real on these products that I use. Everything that I use I love. So far, like I said, I love their mascara. I give this like 1,000 out of 10 because I love it, even though some people think that they're lying. So let's go continue on with the other side of the eye because I look crazy with just one wing. Alright guys, so that's both of my eyes with the marker. I don't really like crazy insane eyeliner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Marc Jacobs eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm back here with my little sample of Marc Jacobs. You guys can get this at TJ Maxx if you can find it. I don't know where they sell these little sample ones. I was just lucky to find it. I love this eyeliner so much that I might consider buying a full-size one. So I'm going to just do this with the bottom of my waterline. And all I did was connect it to the Too Faced sketch marker, and I really liked it. It gave me like a little mystical cat eye look. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side of the bottom. Alright, so now that I did that, I'm going to put that away, and what I'm going to do is let's get on to lips. Okay guys, so what I have here is the new Brianna lip paint, and I have Untamed and Unveil. I think this one is called Untamed and this one's Unveil. The internet was going crazy for these, so I bought these. I picked them up. This one was my friend's, but I'm pretty much keeping this one and buying her a new one. And this one I purchased, and I did have to mix it up a little bit because I did have it laying on the side and it just looked gunky. So let's try these out. I think I want to do something what Jeffree Star did when he did the black lips with the brown in the center, but I think I'm going to do the black and with the pink in the middle. So let's try this. What I'm going to do is open it up, and I'm going to take some of it off because it does come out so much. And here's what the pen looks like. It is like a little stub. To me it looks like a horseshoe, but let's give it a roll. And I gotta say, it does dry down really fast. Oops, sorry about that. It dries down super fast, and it's insanely pigmented. Like, I love it. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab a brush. So I'm back here with Untamed, and I got my Anastasia brush, and I'm just going to grab some of this product and just scrape it on there. You can use any brush as a lip brush pretty much. So what I'm going to do is just and what you want to do is I'm just going to grab some of that other Fenty paint, and this one is the brown one. So I'm just going to get it on the other side and just blend it in there with the other color. And I like how it made it like a different color, but really like how that came out. Wow, thanks for the tip, Jeffree Star. So I'm going to put those two away, and now that I did my lips, let's get into this highlighter that I got. So this is the highlighter that I picked up at Shop Disney. It is no longer available. I think it's still available on ColourPop.com. I'll leave a description in the below, and if I do see it on Shop Disney, I'll link it in below, but they're not there anymore. This is part of your world, and I'm actually watching The Little Mermaid as well. So that's pretty cool. I have the sound off for rights. It does have the Cinderella Iconic Castle. It is a little bit bigger than your typical eyeshadow shock shadow. So this is a shock, this is the Super Shock Cheeks, and I like it because it is pearlized and very pretty. So it is very creamy, and it's best to like put this on with your finger. So I'm just going to dig in here, grab my mirror, and I'm going to put it on the side of my cheek and just blend it in there. And I like to go really heavy with it. And if I do, I just get my regular brush, and this is the Morphe R36, and you can also dig a little bit in there too, just blend it out a little bit. It is so blinding, it's capturing the light. Alright, so I'm going to do the next side. So I'm going to scrape some off with my finger and just put it on there. Get a little bit more. Put it right in there. So I'm going to dig it in there a little bit with my brush. There's no fallout because it is a cream formula. Not really fan of cream formulas, but they'll do. And just blend in there to the gods. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to use that same brush, and I'm just going to dig in that highlighter and put some on my nose. As you can see, there's my nose, and then I'm going to do a little bit on my lips. And that is that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab my mascara. Yes, I got my Better Than Sex mascara. It came with that bundle pack with the sketch marker that I like it a little bit so far. It gave me perfect wings, and I can fly. So what I'm going to do is just mix this up a little bit. This is brand new. I bought it yesterday, and let's give her a roll. So I'm going to grab some more and continue that on the other side of my eye. Alright, so I did get a little tiny bit on my eye, but that doesn't mean it can't be fixable. So let me just grab my little cleaning cloth and make a little tiny point. So I'm going to grab a brush and just wrap it around. And it's like a Q-tip. It turned out great. So let me pop on some of my Lily lashes off camera, you guys can pick these up. They are available at lilylash.com, and they are in the shade Miami, and they are the mink ones, the 3D mink ones. I just love these things. Not sponsored, and I'm not on no PR list. I wish I was, because I use these every fucking day of my life, and I only have one pair and I need to buy another pair. So yeah, let me throw them on really quick. Okay guys, so I'm back here and I threw on my Lily lashes. This is my whole get ready with me look. I am going to fix my hair because my hair is a hot mess. You guys can pick up all these items. They are available. I would pick up the naked palette because it's only $27 if you guys want a naked palette and don't have one, or restock on a naked palette. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. My name is LilacRose1990. You guys can also find me on Instagram and Twitter at LilacRose1990. Thank you guys so much for watching me and getting ready with me. And now I'm going to go watch Halloween. I heard it was good. I heard it was bad. I don't know. I'm going to go check it out and waste $10. So thank you guys so much and have a good day. Bye.